wildly important. You want to really gain muscle fast, if you want to reach your goals faster, one of the most important things, man, is to have correct form. You're out here doing some old bullshit form, you know, swinging the weights around, all out of control. It's not going to accomplish your goals if you're out here bullshitting. All right, so there's two parts to every exercise, positive and the negative. When you're doing barbell curls, the positive is when you lift it up, and the negative is when you lift it down. Lift it down. When you're doing push-ups, the positive is when you press against the ground, and the negative is when you lower your chest back towards the ground. You're doing pull-ups, the positive is when you pull up, and the negative is when you lower your body down. Now all that shit is pretty basic, but here's what's important. When you're doing the positive of any exercise, you want to explode, but maintain strict form, hold it for a second, and then lower it like 2 seconds. Like take 2 seconds to do the negative. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to lower it much slower than that, because you know, you're lifting weights, not lowering weights, you know what I'm saying? But you want to control it going down. Pause. Basically, the positive should be explosive, and the negative should be controlled. I like to take about 2 seconds for the negative. That way you're working the muscle when you're going both ways. Pause. I'm going to demonstrate another set on pull-ups. Lift your body fast for the positive, and then lower slow. You're going to really know how effective this shit is when you're using your resistance band. Power up. Now it's harder to come down slow on the negative because the band is actually pulling you to the floor. So to hold it, to maintain it is way more difficult. Another thing that's important with your form is only move the joints you're supposed to move. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing like bicep curls, you only want to move from your elbow down. Like your forearm should be the only thing moving. Like you'll see motherfuckers doing all this shit, swinging their back. And it's not a fucking lower back exercise, asshole. It's a bicep exercise. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to lift your elbows up, because then now you're working your front shoulders. I always say when you're lifting weights, don't count reps. Go to failure on each exercise. But this is where failure is. Failure is when you cannot do the exercise with correct form anymore. You can still do it with all this other shit, you know what I'm saying? All that crazy shit. But that's done. That's not, those don't count, you know what I'm saying? When you can't do it with correct form anymore, that's failure. You know what I'm saying? Not so much where you can't lift it at all. Like, you can lift it like this or with a spotter or some other shit, but that's past failure. Doing them right, and then you can no longer do a correct form and you're doing this, that's when it's done. That's when the exercise is done. But yo, do these exercises right, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure everything is done with proper form. If you're not gonna do it with proper form, man, you might as well just stay on the couch and pretend to work out there.